Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Ruby. It's not gonna be any ordinary Let's Play though, that's for damn sure. It's gonna be a Nuzlocke run, which means this is probably gonna end in absolute failure. But first, let's go to the options and get this out of the way. So, text speed fast, sound to stereo, it actually does sound better, and I would like to play on set, but I feel we would be raped immediately, and there would be this would be a very short series otherwise. And we're gonna change it to Type 3 because it's the one that doesn't look like crap. Anyways, let's start a new game. And I'm sure you've all seen this before, so I'm just gonna skip over it. And if not, I'm definitely getting slow enough for you guys to pause and read it, if you're a slow reader even. So, we're gonna be playing as a boy, because, of course, I'm a boy. Even though, yeah. Let's see, what are we gonna be named? We don't have enough room to fit Mini Poncho. Being called Poncho just sounds racist, even though it's spelled wrong. Let's see, will my other alias fitting? Nope, will not. I'll be back when I figure something out. Fuck it, we're going with my real name, and I don't know if it looked weird or not right there. When I start my recording, it does pause the game, I think, so it may be a bit weird there. I might just get those out in the future, but we're going with my real name, fuck it. And now we shrink down into 8-bit. Called that a bit early. There we go. And our parents are so fucked up, they make us ride with the fucking luggage and furniture. How is this not considered child abuse? Yes, it was tiring riding with all those things. So here we are in Little Root Town. This is one of the few games that I think where each gender has its own house. And we have to go set our clock like every other Pokemon game. So I'm actually going to set it to real time. So let's see, it's 4:48 p.m. So let's get this thing moving. That's 3, and that's 4:48. So we'll just set it to 4:50 if I can get it there. So we'll be a minute ahead. So yes, that is the correct time. And of course, like every classic Pokemon game, there's a potion in your PC, and since this is a Nuzlocke run, we're taking that motherfucker right now. We're gonna odds are we're gonna need it. For those of you who aren't familiar with a Nuzlocke run or Nuzlocke challenge, it's basically rules that you, the player, set in place to make the game harder. And those rules range from only being able to use potions, only being allowed one Pokemon center visit, and not being allowed to catch other Pokemon besides the first one you find on each route, and when a Pokemon faints, it dies. So appearing up on screen will be a list of the rules that I'll be using, and I'll list them all here pretty much. First, you have to first, classic, nicknaming every Pokemon. Second, when a Pokemon faints, it's dead, goes into its PC box, into the dead box, cannot be used again. And here we are meeting May. And then, let's see, what was the third? Can't remember, too busy multitasking. Anyways, it'll be up on screen. And I think I had 5 in total. So the fourth is, yes, third is only able to catch first Pokemon you find on each route. That one, and only that one. Let's see. No catching legendaries. I have to defeat every legendary. What the fuck are you saying? Field work, blah 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 blah. Yes, I know what field work is. I'm not some 2-year-old dipshit. Anyway, so he's gone, so let's go find him. So yes, only catching the first Pokemon you find on each route. Nickname every Pokemon. If it faints, it's dead. And there may be a few others that I'll put on screen. Fourth rule is I am able to revive a Pokemon in the same recording with a max revive only. So I actually have a chance of making it through the Elite Four. So, actually it has to be in the same battle that it faints. So if I beat the battle and then revive it, Pokemon still goes in the dead box. So, previous runs, I've tried Trico and got absolutely raped. And then, I like Torchic, but Blaziken's a bitch. So we're gonna go with the classic that I always go with, Mudkip. And yes, I do like Mudkips. So let's fuck this Poochyena up. And of course, it's only level 2, so it's not gonna do shit. And fun fact, you actually cannot lose this fight. I actually attempted to when I was bored one day, and the Poochyena just runs away when it's about to kill you. So here we get the Mudkip, and I already have a nickname chosen for it. So let's get that underway. And it's actually, look at my fucking luck. Again, another, for some reason, every time I choose Mudkip, I get a female. Unfortunately, I'm using this doing this on an emulator, so I can't, and there's no point in breeding it, really. And so it's kind of pointless. So our Mudkip's going to be named Donut. So hopefully Donut will survive, because Swampert is a boss. And yes, we'll go see May. Not referencing any other Let's Players quite yet, unfortunately. Don't care what any of these motherfuckers have to say, but some people don't like to consider these first finds actual finds when it comes to encountering a route, because it means you can't catch any Pokemon on the first two routes. Because, of course, under the third rule, first Pokemon you find is the first Pokemon and only Pokemon you can catch. And yeah, so if I run to a Pokemon in this tall grass right here, I will not be able to catch any Pokemon on this route, and I'm gonna stick to that. So if we're lucky, we'll make it through without finding anything. If not, we'll grind up a bit, and looks like we're gonna be doing a bit of grinding, which of course I'll do off screen. So just another worthless Zigzagoon, so we're gonna tackle it, because it's the only attack we have, and we got a crit. So shortens it a bit. I'm gonna be cutting out a lot of traveling, possibly during this. I'll record it still in case something happens, like a team member dies. But I'll cut out most of it because again. Who wants to see someone walking through tall grass for days on end, especially if you're grinding? So we're gonna talk to this person right here, get another free potion, but we have to listen to his rant about Pokemarts, but again, a free potion, especially when I don't think we could buy any right now. And again, this potion, this extra free potion has saved my ass before. I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Center, heal up Donut, and then go kick some May's ass, and then probably call it an episode there after we get the running shoes. Now, a little history on this game. It was the first Pokemon game I've ever played, if I remember correctly. I'd been watching the cartoon since I was a young child. And looks like we can't catch anything on this route as well. Oh joy. We're gonna be fucked for a little while, probably. Or I'll have some really overpowered Pokemon. So I won't, if I'm lucky, I'll get a Zigzagoon next route, because the pickup ability is fucking amazing. Got an Ultra Ball, walking through the fucking Petalburg Woods. Anyway, so a bit of history on this game again. First Pokemon game I ever played, despite watching the series for years. I actually never knew that there were games based on them until then. For some reason, I was a really dumb kid. I only thought there was the Pokemon trading cards and the show. Anyways, here's our first trainer battle. Battle May, and of course, like any Pokemon game, your rival chooses your weakness. So even our other attack isn't good against it. So we'll tackle it, because tackle actually does more damage than Mudslap. Of course, like any starting battle, you just tackle it to death. And that's the battle. And an easy level up. And bitch got a critical hit. Anyways, I played when I did have this game, I played the hell out of it. I didn't really play Emerald because my copy was stolen when I was a kid, so I didn't have Emerald for more than like 2 months. So unfortunately I never got to experience that. And this game just dominated a lot of my childhood, around, I think it was the 4th grade when it came out. And yes, oh, surprisingly I didn't trigger an event. And it's by far my favorite Pokemon game. Hoenn is by far my favorite region. I did play pretty much every Pokemon game before and after this, except for I think it was Diamond and Pearl, and Crystal, and I think the original Red and Blue. I played Yellow, I played Fire Red and Leaf Green, I played the Gold and Silver versions, and I have Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, and Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire. And of course, I did lose Emerald copy, but yeah. And then, along with that, Black and White too. I have Pokemon Black and Pokemon White, so again, despite being 17, I still play Pokemon regularly. And one thing I won't do though is competitive battling. It's something I like to screw around with some stuff, but without game sharking, it's a pain in the ass. So we finally get our Pokédex, and we get our first 5 Pokeballs. But again, we won't be able to do diddly shit with them, because under the rules, we can't catch Pokemon on those first 2 routes. So, goddamn, didn't want to talk to you again. Let's go get the running shoes, and I'll call it an episode. So, here we go, running shoes. Now we can actually travel at a decent pace. And yes, I know how to use them. Like, you need instructions on how to run. So, let's get away from the bitch who makes us ride in the moving van, and we will end it off in the next town, so. See, we can't catch this, unfortunately. So, let's just kill it. Let's try out Mudslap. We'll one-shot it now? Nope. But immediately accuracy loss, so it's something to keep around for a while. And yeah, Tackle does a lot more damage. So thankfully we haven't had to use either of those potions yet, and hopefully it'll stay that way. So yeah, not much left to talk about in this episode. So next episode we'll be going to Petalburg. I'm pretty sure it's Petalburg City, and possibly going to Petalburg Woods, and helping a character that you likely all know catch an extremely rare Pokemon that is useless until about level 10. And if we're lucky, we'll find a Zigzagoon, because, well, everyone thinks it's completely useless. I actually quite like it. So that about wraps it up for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.